Hi guys! Welcome to my channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. In this video, we will talk about 10 most polluted cities in the world. So make sure to watch the full video. 1. Delhi, India. India's second most populated city is the world's most polluted city. Delhi has the 8th highest levels of air pollution of any city and is the second noisiest place in the world, behind only Guangzhou in China. During 2020, the lockdowns prompted by the COVID-19 pandemic led to a rise in air quality that meant for the first time in years, residents in this northern city saw clear blue skies. 2. Peshawar, Pakistan. It's only the 6th biggest city in Pakistan, but Peshawar's air pollution levels set it apart. The city's PM 2.5 level is 10 times over WHO's air quality guidelines, while the concentration of PM 10 in the air takes the cake at 26 times over the guideline. Many vehicles in the city run on diesel or an inferior quality fuel, resulting in worse emissions than necessary, but the main issue is Peshawar's 450 brick kilns. 3. Kanpur, India. This northern city, which is close to Delhi only in Indian terms, that is, 500 km away, has the highest concentration of PM 2.5 in the world. In the industrial hub of Uttar Pradesh, India's most populated state, too many industries in the city burn coal, and too many citizens use harmful biomass boilers. Vehicles in Kanpur pump emissions into the air on a daily basis while driving on mostly unpaved roads, and local leather tanneries release dangerous emissions. 4. Rawalpindi, Pakistan. 22% of all deaths in Pakistan are due to pollution, and Rawalpindi is the second biggest offender. You can find steel rolling mills, leather tanneries, marble factories, oil refineries, and brick kilns, all discharging dangerous emissions into the air, but very few green areas. Locals all suffer due to fumes from wood stoves, biomass fires, and the open incineration of waste, including dead plant matter and dung. The concentration of PM 2.5 in the air is 10 times over the WHO's guidelines, while PM 10 levels sit a massive 21 times above the guidelines. The air pollution found in Rawalpindi can lead to more instances of cancer, ischemic heart disease, and liver and kidney damage, according to IQ Air. 5. Faridabad, India. Faridabad, which is in the same region as Delhi, is famous in India for producing and exporting henna, a dye created using plant material that's used for temporary body art and to change people's hair color. As well as the emissions that come from making henna, the city also releases harmful gases while producing air conditioners, clothes, motorbikes, fridges, shoes, switch gears, syringes, tractors, tires, and more. Like many cities on this list, Faridabad streets are full of old vehicles, many of which run on diesel and have to navigate around construction sites and roadworks, which also send particulate matter of all sizes into the air. Refuse is burned in the open, along with rubber and plastic, producing dark plumes of deadly smoke. 6. Gaya, India. This holy city in the northeast of India has a PM 2.5 level that's 14 times higher than the WHO guideline and a PM 10 level that's 13 times higher than it should be. Unregulated sand mining, construction projects, and stone mining have left a trail of destruction to the local environment and air quality. The city is home to so much illegal stone quarrying that it's left a 300-foot crater in the local Gir Hills and a legacy of airborne particulates. Gaya doesn't have a sewage treatment and disposal system, while ancient buses and diesel cars in the city release massive amounts of pollution. And local food outlets burn coal every day to cook for customers. 7. Moscow, Russia. Moscow is the highest European city on the list, by far. The next one is Barcelona, at number 43. The Russian capital's air pollution is not especially bad on a global level. It's not included in the world's top 500 worst cities. But as you can see above, its light pollution level is the highest of any city in the world. Moscow's level of excess light is 8.1 times the global average for urban areas. And that's not all. Moscow is also the 11th noisiest city on Earth. This has been a long-standing issue. Back in 2007, 70% of the city was in a zone of noise discomfort, according to the local Environmental Health Service. Fines can be imposed on people who break noise regulations, but rarely are. 8. Patna, India. This 2,500-year-old city on the southern bank of the Ganges River suffers from a number of air pollution problems that will be familiar to anyone who's read about the other Indian cities in this video. Rubbish is dumped and burned at massive landfill sites in the city, including one in the Ramachak Baria village that takes up 74 acres of land. Imagine 42 football pitches full of garbage set on fire every day. That's the equivalent, and there are dozens of sites. 9. Varanasi, India. Varanasi is the spiritual capital of India. It's where Buddhism was founded and is the holiest site for followers of both Hinduism and Jainism. It's also one of the most polluted cities in the world, with harmful emissions that come from industrial factories, construction sites, traffic, diesel generators, and open fires lit by deprived residents with whatever they can find. Uttar Pradesh, the state Varanasi is in, also contains at least 18 coal-fired power plants, which lowers the region's air quality in much the same way the farmers do when they burn their fields. The Parsada plant in Varanasi has the capacity to burn 44 tons of coal per day. 10. Buenos Aires, Argentina. Buenos Aires means fair winds in Spanish, which is ironic for the 10th most polluted city in the world. But the air in Argentina's capital doesn't carry dangerous particulates, it carries noise. 15.6 million people live in Buenos Aires, which is more than a third of the country's population, largely crammed into high-rise flats on long, straight streets that carry the sound for huge stretches. The heat has also led many of these people to run loud air conditioners all day long. When they venture outside, they're met with the sound of trains, construction work, horns blaring in traffic jams, and the screeching of outdated buses braking before they speed along more cobbled streets. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thank you for watching.